Today is all about sustainability, and I am back with yet another expert. There is one part that has a huge impact on sustainability. We've already heard of it today, and that is, of course, recycling. So that's exactly what we're going to have a closer look at right now. Now, what if we told you, though, when it comes to recycling, if plastics recycling wasn't only about doing something for the environment? What if we told you that this was a very important factor when it comes to reshaping supply chains, to unlocking new business models? So this is something that is also about economics. Then you would probably say, all right, tell me more. So we're going to do that. We're going to dive into further detail. And to do so, I look forward to welcoming or introducing the expert already here by my side. This is someone with over 25 years of experience on a global level, that is, in the chemical and plastics industry. So no wonder this is our absolute go-to guy. This is our go-to visionary when it comes to driving sustainability through circular economy innovation. Please welcome Dr. Michael Gottsche. Welcome, Michael.
Thank you, Yasmin. Thanks for your kind introduction.
Not injured, but of the industry. Michael, thank you for joining me here today. So first of all, I think we need to establish, when we're saying that recycling is such an important factor, what exactly do you do at Krones Recycling, and how does your department operate? What are your ambitions? What are your targets?
Yes, thanks, Yasmin. So we at Krones Recycling, we turn plastic waste into valuable resources by delivering turnkey plants, but also innovative modules. We help our customers to produce high-quality recyclates sustainably and profitably. And what is our goal? Our goal is to close the loop, but do it in a way that we make recycling a win for both the planet, but also for the bottom line of our customers.
So what do you do exactly when you say close the loop? We're going to talk about that term later. But to complete the circle, what do you do exactly, and what role do your partners play within all of this?
Look, we at Krones Recycling, we have decades of experience in process engineering, and also we have an in-depth understanding of the entire plastic value chain. And this gives us a unique position to advise our customers how to close the loop. You need to understand that recycling is not only the missing link in closing the loop, but it's a key to really turn sustainability into a business value. And it's not only about PET, even this is the most relevant topic here at the DrinkTech. We are tackling all different packaging plastics. And at Krones, as a one-stop shop, we have an understanding and we have solutions from packaging to recycling. So we can optimize operations at our customers from end to end.
You told me when we met before, Michael, that you were all about offering everything at Krones. Offering everything is a lot, right? That's a mouthful. So what are the most innovative solutions and the products that only you can offer at Krones? Let's see where you stand out.
So we at Krones Recycling, we cover all process steps in the entire plastic recycling process, from front-end sorting to grinding to washing, and then also to decontamination and to palletization. So we cover everything. But let's say our outstanding technology is certainly the washing step, where we apply a very gentle and efficient process. And here we have just recently innovated by introducing our new 2 washing line modules, which are MetaPure Compact and MetaPure Performance. And with MetaPure Compact, we are responding to current market needs in terms of offering a washing configuration with very limited space requirement, which is very gentle and very resource efficient.
Can you walk us through one more time and just tell us what exactly it is we're seeing here? Oh, there we have the visuals to underline.
So what you see here is really the core of our entire process. It's the washing line, where, as I said, we have a very, very gentle and resource efficient process. So that means we minimize product losses while we reduce water and energy consumption. And as we offer a standardized system, it can be easily integrated at our customers, either as a full new line or as a retrofit. So that's the big advantage, and the combination of standardization and then also resource efficiency ensures that our customers can run their operations profitably, considering investing and operating costs.
Thank you for mentioning the profit, because we already said yesterday on Digitalization Day, when we mention financial benefits, that's always where the customer's eyes sort of light up and sparkle. So the financial benefits, what are these, or how do we reach financial profits as well through recycling? How much of a role does that play? And how important is it that you handle all types of plastics?
Starting with the plastics first, we look into basically all different packaging plastic types. It's certainly PET, but it's also HDPE, it's LDPE, and it's also polypropylene and polystyrene, and we offer solution for all different types of plastic, and we are able to run feasibility studies at our recycling technology center in Germany, where we can basically demonstrate the performance of our technology for the specific plastic waste our customers are converting, and demonstrate that our technology is working prior to the investment decision of our customers. And furthermore, beyond this, we've recently launched 2 new concepts. One is for PET trays, which is becoming even more relevant in Europe for recycling, where we apply a very gentle process. And we have also launched a new concept for flexibles, where we apply a hot washing process, which is also very new to the industry.
And anyone who would like to learn even more about the financial benefits can, of course, approach Michael and his brilliant team right after our talk. I did mention in the very beginning, Michael, that recycling is a main driver for sustainability itself. So how do you, just keep it really high level because we don't have much time, but how do you impact on sustainability on a global level with recycling?
So you've seen in the presentation before that we are part of the overall Krones sustainability target. So what we want to achieve with our recycling approach is that 30% of the plastic being processed through Krones equipment is then returned into the cycle. And by that, we will significantly reduce plastic waste and also landfill use, and ultimately reduce CO2. But we are not stopping there. So we are closing the loop. That's one approach, but we are also making it in a very, very efficient way. So we develop a process, we introduce processes which are very resource efficient, so allowing our customers to recycle with low energy and water usage. So basically we are tackling, as I explained, from both ends, one to close the loop, but in a very efficient way.
And that's what you mean when you speak of closing the loop. Now, we have answered that question as well. One thing that remains, that's the part that nobody really enjoys, if we're honest, all the legal matters, right? We have very strict rules and regulations, especially within the European Union. How can you support your customers here, and what do you need to share, or what do your customers need to know when it comes to rules and regulations and adapting to them as they keep on changing?
Regulations, you rightly said, are evolving very fast. With our technology, we make sure that we not only keep pace, but we stay ahead of regulations. So basically what we help our customers to use compliance with regulations as a competitive advantage. And what we also have, with our global sales and service team, we can really help our customers on a very local level to comply with local regulations in the countries they operate.
So even when it comes to regulations, it's really about being one step ahead of the competition.
Absolutely.
All right. The financial upsides, we already spoke of those. Can you give us even more details? Because I did feel like that was something that maybe a couple of you would like to hear more of. How can they really profit financially, your partners and customers, from having you as a partner when it comes to recycling?
That's a very, very important topic, because I think sustainability can only be successful if it's commercially viable. And we help our customers here to look at the process. Our customers need to ensure the sufficient waste stream input, which is then being converted into recyclates. Once this is ensured, we come into the play, and with our process we ensure that the operation is run very smoothly and efficiently, very resource efficiently at high throughput to ensure that our customers operate profitably. And with our global service team, we don't stop at commissioning our plant and we run away. We stay there. We support our customers along the entire life cycle of our equipment, so ensuring also that years after commissioning, the plant will run absolutely efficiently.
Sounds perfect, Michael. Closing just one last time, because this is something that you will hear a lot throughout the rest of the day. It's closing the loop. I've mentioned it numerous times. Can you sum up for us what you mean at Krones in particular when you speak of closing the loop? Just a quick summary.
Yeah, it's again, as I said before, we want to really help to return 30% of the plastic being processed at Krones equipment back into the loop. Yeah, and we do that with our customers, but it's closing the loop is not a solo job. We need support from others. We need support from partners, from our customers certainly. We need innovation. And we invite you all to contribute, to initiate discussions with us, to join us on our journey to close the loop altogether. Thank you.
Let me latch on to that invitation, Michael. Thank you for that. So here is our tip at this point, ladies and gentlemen, or our recommendation. Michael and his team are at booth 379 in Hall C6, is that correct?
Right.
In Hall C6, they're along there with two other of Krones subsidiaries, with MHT and Netztal. So Krones Recycling is there in Hall C6, showcasing how exactly circular economy can be both lived and also can be reimagined, looking towards the future through cutting-edge technologies that will be presented in Hall C6. So don't miss out on that. And for any other questions, or if you'd like to have a conversation, our experts are all around here at our booth as well, of course. So thank you. Enjoy the rest of your stay here at DrinkTech with Krones, and let's hear it for our expert, Michael. Thank you for your time, Michael.
Thank you.